Our journey begins in a quiet place. It is a room filled with the weight of time. A single candle burns with a steady, gentle flame. Its light touches the edges of an old wooden table. Upon this table rests a single page of text. The paper is ancient, its surface soft and worn like old cloth. It glows with a warm amber hue in the candlelight. Tiny motes of dust drift slowly through the air, catching the light as they float. The silence itself feels vast, a presence that is both immense and tender. This is where our story begins, not with a loud declaration, but with a soft, patient whisper. The camera of the mind slowly pulls back, revealing more of the scene. The single page is part of a larger story. It rests beside an old map, spread wide across the table. This is the map of the ancient Roman world. Its lines trace the paths of great roads and the borders of powerful empires. The earth it depicts seems vast and old, a landscape of history and human endeavor. Great cities are marked, shining like small, distant lights in the expanse. It speaks of countless people and the long journeys they undertook. Our focus settles on a small corner of this world, the land of Judea, Nazareth, Bethlehem. The world feels immeasurably large, and yet we know the story that matters most will grow from a very small place. The textures of this room are important. We can almost feel the rough grain of the wooden table under our fingertips. We can sense the delicate, fragile nature of the aged paper. The air itself seems thick with the scent of old parchment and melting wax. The light from the single candle does not try to conquer the darkness. Instead, it coexists with the shadows, creating a gentle dance of light and dark across the room. This is a scene of deep contemplation. It is a space designed for slow thoughts and quiet reverence. It prepares us for a story not about grand gestures, but the profound power found in stillness and simplicity. The peace of this room is a promise of the peace to come. As our gaze lingers, the world outside this room seems to fade away. The scene shifts, but the quiet mood remains. Our focus moves from the map to another object on the table. An ancient scroll is slowly unrolled across the warm, dark wood. Its surface is covered in strange and beautiful letters, arranged in neat, careful lines. This is Hebrew script, the language of prophets and patriarchs. The characters look like ancient words, each one a vessel of history and meaning. They hold the weight of old promises. They carry the echo of long-held hopes. The scroll is utterly quiet, yet it speaks volumes without a single sound. From the silent scroll, our view travels outward. We find ourselves in a small town, nestled among the rolling hills of Galilee. We are drawn to a window in one of these homes. Inside, a young woman sits in quiet contemplation. The moonlight illuminates her form, but we do not see her face. She is a silhouette of grace and peace. She wears simple clothes, the fabric falling in gentle folds. Her hands resting in her lap are still and gentle. Her gaze is toward the night sky, as if listening to its vast silence. Her hair is covered in a simple cloth, its outline softened by the dim light. The night feels holy around her. Every detail reinforces simplicity and peace. It's very still. Suddenly, the quiet room in Nazareth changes. A new light begins to fall from above. It does not flash or burst forth. Instead, it descends like a gentle, silent rain of pure luminescence. The light is intensely bright and yet profoundly soft. It moves with a deliberate grace, like a visitor entering the room with reverence. The space now feels undeniably sacred, touched by something beyond the ordinary world. In this divine visitation, no face is shown. There is no angelic form with wings and a human likeness. The messenger is light itself. To see the glow is enough. Its presence communicates everything that needs to be said, without words, without form. She does not recoil in fear, but seems to accept the light, to absorb it into her own stillness. The scene then dissolves, and we find ourselves on a long, winding road. The time is dusk, and the sky is painted in soft hues of purple and orange. A man and a woman are traveling together. The man walks ahead, his steps slow and careful on the dusty path. He holds the lead of a small donkey which carries their few belongings. The woman rides upon the donkey, her form wrapped in simple robes. They move in unison, a small, solitary procession against the vast, empty landscape. Their slow, steady pace quiets the evening. The man looks ahead, his shoulders set with a quiet determination. He is a guardian on this long walk. The woman, riding in what seems to be a state of peaceful acceptance, trusts in his guidance. They do not speak. Their shared silence is one of purpose and unity. They are moving toward a destiny they do not fully understand, but which they embrace with a deep and abiding faith. Ah, it's a quiet journey. As the travelers continue their journey, the sky deepens from dusk into full darkness. Our view lifts from the dusty road and rises high above the landscape. We see a small village nestled on a hillside, resting under the immense canopy of the night sky. This is Bethlehem. The stars above burn like countless small lamps scattered across a cloth of deep velvet. The roofs are dark, silent shapes. From a few windows, small points of light glow, signs of life within. The town seems to be waiting, caught in a hush and sleep, unaware of the miracle approaching its gates. Above this sleeping village, one star shines with a unique brilliance, still as a beacon in the vast darkness. A soft, steady light seems to point down, not to comfort, but to the humble margins. The true destination lies elsewhere, a place easily overlooked by the world. Bethlehem becomes a character, the quiet streets and darkened homes the backdrop for an extraordinary event. It's waiting. Our journey, guided by the star, ends at a small, simple structure on the outskirts of the town. It is a stable, a humble shelter for animals. Inside, the light is surprisingly warm and golden. It seems to come from the scene itself. The floor is covered with clean, dry hay. In the center, a wooden manger has been prepared. A quiet, holy light bathes the rough wood and the soft straw. In this sacred space, gentle hands move. We see no faces, only tender action. A mother's hands carefully place a newborn into the manger. The child is wrapped in simple strips of soft cloth. The hands linger, adjusting with infinite care. A father's larger, weathered hands rest on the manger's edge. They speak of protection and quiet strength. The focus stays on a child in a cradle of straw. No face is shown, only the swaddled outline. Light pools around the child. The room feels as holy and pure as any cathedral. The simplicity is the scene's strength. In the vast, dark fields, a group of shepherds keeps watch over sleeping flocks. The night wraps hills and valleys in deep, silent darkness. Then the ordinary night is broken. The heavens fill with a gentle, overwhelming radiance. It pours like an unexpected dawn, chasing away every shadow. The light is glorious and does not frighten. It inspires profound awe. In the immense silence, they seem to hear a kind of music, a chorus of pure joy and peace. The air itself vibrates with this silent song, a proclamation of peace on earth. Not delivered to kings in their palaces, but to humble men under the open sky. One light fills the heavens, one fills a manger, the same message of hope. First witnesses, chosen not for status but for open hearts. Guided by the heavenly announcement, the shepherds begin to move. They leave their flocks, walking on a quiet road, their steps slow and filled with purpose. As they approach, their movements become reverent. They bring simple gifts, hearts full of hope. The arrival does not disturb the peace. The shepherds bow without a sound. The stable becomes a simple chapel. The star's light transforms the humble night into a holy sanctuary. A poor family, simple shepherds, and a newborn king in a cradle of straw. Let us look closer now at the small things that make this scene so powerful. The light is the thread that connects everything. The single candle, the guiding star, the glow in the manger. The circle closes as softly as it began. The calm begins again.